Do you feel like can never watch Creed 3 kind of thing?
Never.
Not only will Rocky not be in Creed's corner in Creed 3, he won't even be in the audience. So Sly Stallone is not happy that he will not be back as Balboa for the third installment of the Michael B. Jordan-led spin-off franchise. In April 2021, when he's speaking to IGN, Michael was very respectful in acknowledging the Rocky that is in Creed.
Sly, let it be known, that he wasn't coming back for this one. But I think, in his essence and his spirit, it's always going to be a little bit of Rocky within Adonis.
This whole situation is very confusing because back in November 2018, Sly said to Vanity Fair that Creed 2 would be his last Rocky movie, saying all things must pass, and told Michael he'd be carrying the mantle going forward. But now this week, Sly said to the Hollywood Reporter that this is a regretful situation, saying, quote, "Because I know what could have been. It was taken in a direction that is quite different than what I would have taken it. It's a different philosophy, Irwin Winkler's and Michael B. Jordan's. I wish them well, but I'm much more of a sentimentalist. I like my heroes getting beat up, but I just don't want them going into that dark space. I just feel people have enough darkness." Even that statement confuses people because both Rocky Balboa and Adonis Creed were pushed to some pretty dark places in Creed 1 and Creed 2. Sly then says that the Creed 3 script, which was co-written by Ryan Coogler's brother Keaton Coogler, and Ryan has credit for the story, just didn't include Rocky. What it was is Michael's telling a story highly personal, but there's no room for me. In other words, it's about his character's family, about his dilemma, about his journey that has nothing to do with boxing. He wrote a very airtight script. I kept looking for, where do I insert myself here? I'd basically be walking around with a bucket, ready to spit, ready to spit. It would have been like an appendix that was unnecessary. It was just there. To say Rocky's in the movie, but he's not really.
It's always respect and always, a shit ton of love for what he's built. But we really want to push and navigate Adonis forward in the family that he created.
But then Sly also seemed to suggest on Sirius XM today that he chose to bow out because of the fight over the rights to Rocky with producer Irwin Winkler.
Michael B. Jordan, nice guy. The studio is wonderful, but it's just it's been such a real rough, emotional ride, that's all.
Now, with all that pushed aside, Michael is optimistic that audiences are still going to be cheering for Creed even without Rocky in his corner.
Hopefully you guys will love what I'm thinking, what we're cooking up. I think it's going to be special.
And fans can be optimistic that Rocky and Creed together again is still a possibility.
If Michael B. Jordan, we come up with a story, I'll do Creed 4 with him as long as the other fellow's not involved.
So I don't really know what the actual truth here is, but if I had to guess, I'm guessing that back in 2018, when the fight over the rights to Rocky really heated up, Sly was digging in his heels and publicly saying he was out. It's almost like then Irwin called Sly's bluff and said to Michael B. Jordan, okay, let's create a script that doesn't include Rocky, and then they did. Sly is not an executive producer on the Creed movies, so once they had a script without him, he really couldn't say anything. Now, that being said, I believe the character has been in 8 movies now, and he did end on a great moment in Creed 2, so that could be it. We'll see. I'm very hopeful that Creed 3 is going to be great, with Michael directing, the Cooglers back involved in the script, Jonathan Majors joining, so there's a lot to be excited about this Rocky-free installment of the franchise. But yeah, what do you make of this whole convoluted mess with Creed 3 without Sly?